Hey, welcome back. Today is April 8th, Thursday, and this is my second post today. And on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into Balancer token, BALUSD, and see what has gone on in here. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US, and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I am purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today, we have Bitcoin dominance down about 0.8%. Total altcoin, Bitcoin price action, Bitcoin price action. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up almost 3%. Total altcoin market cap up almost 5%. Now, this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending upwards, the upside of that, I would usually see Bitcoin leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. On the weekly time frame here is still my focus on Bitcoin dominance chart, as we are in a falling wedge pattern. And do take a look into the last 2 recent instances where we did have a falling wedge pattern and they broke to the upside. Falling wedge patterns are still generally bullish patterns. Okay, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 68% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside, that is not as ideal for the altcoins, because the best case scenario would be that if Bitcoin is actually trending higher. However, if Bitcoin pulls back while Bitcoin dominance trends higher, that is not as good for the altcoins, as we have seen yesterday, where Bitcoin pulls back, the altcoins feel it a lot more. Let's go over to Bitcoin here. As I have pointed out on the weekly time frame, there is still bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. 2 consecutive higher highs, 2 consecutive lower highs. The safer signal here again is that I am looking for a higher high on the price action chart along with a higher high on the RSI. That would tell me that this bearish divergence is done playing out. The last RSI reading I'm looking to beat is about 75 here from this little top. Monthly time frame, we have been having bearish divergence for quite some time, comparing this high with this high. However, has still yet to yield a red candle until now. But this red candle right here, we're still very early into the month, so can't say too many things conclusively about it right now. However, we are still in overbought territory. Not as overbought as the other in the past, but still, I would not lose track of it, because do take a look into what happens whenever Bitcoin does get into overbought territory from the past here. Okay, and one data point here is 1 month worth of data as a reminder. Let's take a look into a balancer. I'm going to skip over the daily time frame. I've already done a more detailed post on my earlier posts, so do take a look at that if you guys are interested. If Bitcoin does pull back at any time, it can still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. That bearish effect would be greater if Bitcoin dominance is trending higher. Let's go out to Balancer. Take a look from the monthly time frame down to the weekly, which I consider to be macro time frames, and see if we have any overbought RSI readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. Monthly time frame here, we don't have a reading. Let's move on. Weekly time frame here, we're currently about 63 here, so not in overbought territory. However, we have had bearish divergence. So 2 consecutive higher highs here also. 2 consecutive lower highs here as well. That's classic bearish divergence. And bearish divergence can more often than not signal a pullback, as we have seen here. Okay. Now, as I have said with the Bitcoin chart here, a very similar thing could be said here as well. A safer signal for me to look for to tell me that this bearish divergence is done playing out would be looking for a higher high on the price action chart along with a higher high on the RSI. The last high RSI reading to beat here is about 68. 3-day time frame here, we're currently about 59, so not in overbought territory as well. 59.60 here. There was also bearish divergence here comparing this high with this high, and price action did drop all the way down to about the 3-day 21 MA here. Okay. Very similar thing could be said here about as what I said on the weekly time frame. If the price action was to make a higher high here, it does need to get a RSI reading of over 75 here to negate bearish divergence. Daily time frame, very similar thing could be said. RSI reading currently about 49, and very similar thing could be said about possible bearish divergence and negating it if the price action was to make a higher high here, as what I said on the 3-day time frame. Let's take a look into what I could be dealing with here on the daily time frame as a pattern. So I do see a symmetrical triangle pattern. Okay, symmetrical triangle patterns, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 60% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside, I do have a measured target here of about $80. Okay, measured target. Now, measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only. May actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance immediately will be coming from about the $55 fib level area, about the $55 fib level area. Daily 21 MA, about the $60 fib level area, followed by past trading history here. So even from 60 to about $63, I could expect resistance coming from this range right here of past trading resistance. Okay, after 63, I could expect resistance at about 67. Okay, coming from this group of wicks right here. Key support, daily 50 MA, right, basically right underneath the bottom trend line here, which is the white line. Next up would be about the $50 fib level area, which is pretty in line with daily 50 MA, basically. If that does not hold, about the $45 fib level area, and seeing if that holds. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks out of the symmetrical triangle pattern and go towards its measured target, mining some of the resistance levels above the pattern, okay, as what I mentioned just right now. Now, I also want to point something out here. Even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern, I have seen price previous trading history of up to $67, okay, about $67. I could expect psychological resistance, okay, from perhaps whole numbers, what I would expect traders to take profits. So perhaps $70, $75, $80, those whole numbers, I can only guess because we don't have past trading history for reference. Now let's go back to the bearish case scenario. Bearish case scenario here, price action breaks its bottom trend line. It looks like the next level of key support I'll be looking at would be about the $50 fib level area, which is pretty in line with the daily 50 MA. Okay, If that does not hold, the fib level area at about $50, the next level of key support would be about the $45 fib level area, and seeing if that holds. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.